interesting match. Arhkma still running it down on the Koha, which this honestly isn't like a horrible matchup for Kohaku. She has some of those mid-range tools to get out of Saber offense, especially against MadeInHeaven, who really likes doing like spaced 5C rebeat stuff with Rekka in the corner.
Yep.
You can really guess out a lot on that with like Bato, 5C. You cover a lot of those same ranges.
Yeah, exactly.
The Oki is scary. Arhkma, I know, is very... Arhkma is like a knower on how to mix it up so that Avalon isn't a threat. Oh no, we dropped! Okay, we're fine.
Yeah, we've seen Arhkma face off against multiple Sabers, Blaznik, MadeInHeaven before, and they definitely know how to skirt around the issue of the Avalon problem.
Yeah.
So very well prepared for a matchup such as this. Arhkma is actually kind of a firm believer in Kohaku. Thinks this character can definitely make it work, and play into some very tricky matchups that otherwise would not be seen as favorable.
Starting out with the perfect, can I just ask, chat, this isn't color 1. This is a weird, this is like, it like looks like color 1, but he slightly changed up the colors to make it his own thing. I kind of mess with it.
Yeah, it's an off color. It's an off color, but
her eyes
it's
are
more
different.
vibrant. It's
her
like,
eyes are different. Her
saturated.
kimono's darker. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like more saturated. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the high contrast.
Running him out of the plant.
Great run under from MadeInHeaven, getting out of that Molotov and the big super jump in with that JC. Fully aggressive.
Don't say Avalon sucks, you should be able to combo off it, right? That's crazy. You're talking crazy in our chat room, and I'm going to have to ban you for it.
Spaced pressure and a great delay A to catch that BC attempt. Arhkma trying to get out of the corner. MadeInHeaven locking him down. You're not going anywhere. Another left-right to enforce.
Wow, just meaty 5B.
Yeah, finds home on Arhkma. Finds that meaty. 5B designed there, a mid to crush a low shield. Again, a low shield, such a good option at insulating yourself from left-rights there. MadeInHeaven threatens left-right. Arhkma caught by that mid, though. Caught by a mid, maybe trying to jump out of a throw.
Like just run up 2B. Yeah, trying to challenge Saber in the air like that is very scary. That dive kick's going to scout.
Unfortunate drop for MadeInHeaven, but able to shield BC to try to get back to the mid-screen, but Arhkma tracking that movement, stopping that aggression with that falling JC.
Yep. Okay,
Whoa,
sure.
Catches that backdash, a little left-right attempt perhaps with that IED back.
Big damage.
But well structured to catch that backdash.
4K on Kohaku, let's go. Yeah, I think, honestly, MadeInHeaven would generally agree with you, Lily, that using that meter to like EX cancel, whiff cancel in neutral to keep yourself safe. Oh my god, hello connection. Is a little bit more important than like saving up meter for Avalon.
We're stabilizing though, going for that safe heat, trying to claw back that life lead. But a heat of Arhkma's own, bringing it to an even health bar now.
Alright. Oh, no!
Catching that big backdash and that little bit of the heat bar left. Able to convert with that 2-2C.
Yep, chooses to go into 2-2C instead of Arc Drive. Partially, I think, because of Arhkma's heat bar.
What a mash from Arhkma on the traded MDs. Arhkma trading to see whether it was high-low on the Rekka Oki.
Oh no, you low-shielded! You saw the clash and you low-shielded, but it was 4BC, many such cases.
The Moondrive clash mix-up where you have to gauge in the moment, in a couple the fraction of a second, whether or not the moon skill is going to be a high or a low. Always so tricky.
It's not...
Arhkma falls victim.
It's not a problem on a lot of characters just because not many characters have both a low and an overhead moon skill, but Saber has 4BC, which is an overhead, and 6BC, which is a low. So it actually genuinely can be a 50-50 sometimes.
Yeah, it's very tricky to see, especially depending on when the clash is.
Yes, and because the normal counterplay of jump shielding it can just whiff sometimes.
Yeah, because 4BC will go behind a
and
jump
6BC hits really low, so sometimes that'll whiff too.
Yeah, it's very tricky.
Arhkma has a PCL, Arhkma has a CL. Arhkma's been on Kohaku a lot recently.
Yeah, Arhkma's been a really big believer in this Kohaku. He's been doing a lot of great work in recent tournaments.
Yep, just going for that early arc drive. Gonna build up a lot of moon, gonna take the kill with another perfect on the board for Arhkma.
Yeah, PCL and CL also in his pocket if he needs them for certain matchups, but I do like the dedication to the Kohaku. He's been doing so many great innovations with the character, and I think it would be interesting to see kind of an investment in the future from Arhkma here, sticking with this Kohaku in case she gets a little bit of help in the new version.
Yeah, we're going to get C Kohaku with the command grab. And she's actually, no, Arhkma said in Kohaku chat that if she gets the command grab, he's going to drop the character, so...
Yeah?
Yeah!
Bro doesn't want to win.
No. I mean, yeah, he swapped off PCL and CL to Kohaku.
That's true.
We can already tell he does not want to win.
Throw on the Rekka Oki, catching Arhkma, trying to react and block. Space pressure, crushing that shield with the 5C. 214A for a frame 0. Yeah, 214C, 0 on block, so you can force a bit of a scramble.
Oh, going for the Johnny safe feet setup. You're welcome.
BC through, narrowly whiffs that JC, and Arhkma picks up that 6-3, going the opposite direction. Game 2 to Arhkma, tying it up 1-1.
Yep. Very, very solid play from Arhkma there. Able to leverage that movement, some very smart mashes. Very solid play all around, taking it to game 3 here.
Reining it in, tracking down some of that movement, and great offensive structure from Arhkma in game 2. Nice adaptations.
All right, putting down that plant in neutral, just controlling the space, but MadeInHeaven finds that run up with 6-2-3-B, going to the corner here.
Air throw knockdown, keeping it simple. Safe jump. ID in, a little bit of a throwaway, but no bite from Arhkma. Shield on the 5C.
Oh, no, okay. You're fine.
Spacing, jump shield to avoid that moon scale. You're not going to be able to get a punish, but you're back to the mid-screen. You have the positional advantage. 6-2-3 through, but it advances too far. You're not going to be able to catch Arhkma moving over your head.
Playing some solid button game in neutral. Poking with 5B.
6-3 again, the burst range from MadeInHeaven, swinging into where Arhkma is going to be rather than where he's at.
And you know their finger's going to be on the trigger. If that 6-2-3 whiffs, they're going to 2-1-4C, they're going to 2-2-C, and they're going to be safe regardless.
Oh, not quite ready for the guard cancel. Normally MadeInHeaven very, very good about catching those. Caught off guard this time.
There's no way. Okay, I was going to say.
OGG. Caught by that meter, but no pickup, and a stagger.
This is not going to be enough to OGG kill here. Arhkma finds his way out of the corner, going back to the mid-screen here. Run up 6BC.
Oh, the throw follow-up. Caught by the Bato. Maybe a misinput on that throw there.
Safe jump here. Very interesting. Arhkma maybe trying to conserve meter on this very, very close round.
MD wake up to invul through that 2A, and the back throw to seal it. MadeInHeaven brings it to a set point at the cost of their moon drive.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, Arhkma doesn't have it either, but definitely has the lead on gaining it, especially with that EX follow-up.
Ivy over.
This is going to be Moon, I think.
Finds the overhead on the low shield. Yeah, EX follow.
No!
You whiffed it, though!
That's so unfortunate.
Unfortunate drop. Arhkma would have built his Moon drive from that and been able to get a knockdown with it.
I mean, we did get the Moon from getting hit, so, like, pros and cons. Right?
Yeah, instead, you're going to have to use it defensively now.
Or we just block and be humble.
Run up throw, Rekka Oki backdashing a heat, but there's that moon drive. Arhkma using it to catch that shimmy with a nice punish.
Yep. Guaranteed punish on that
left-right
backdash.
Ivy's over and trying to call out that low shield again from MadeInHeaven, insulating from a left-right. Arhkma with that ID over, letting the commitment come out from MadeInHeaven, bringing it to a set point.
Yep. Just jumps over that 2-2-C. I didn't see punish pop up, but I felt like it should have been.
Yeah, perhaps. Maybe looking for a jump out to try to escape, and just Arhkma just catches that jump start up.
Yep. Trying to jump over to bait out that Avalon, but MadeInHeaven just content shielding. That is the thing, right? If you know that they're going to try to bait out Avalon, you just shield and they're just going to jump over you, so it's not really a threat.
A wonderful catch in that back rush, the 5A, 5C with cancel OS.
Does Plant go down? Plant does go down.
Pushing him out in case of the Avalon, but moon drive from MadeInHeaven to see the movement from Arhkma. Challenge with that JA, and we're back to the corner with the safe heat, trying to build back a life lead.
Yeah, just getting that gray life back, getting all that chip, backdashing out.
To see, but a guard cancel to get out from Arhkma. Still contained in this corner. OTG though, Arhkma with one more chance to get out.
That looked like an ID attempt for MadeInHeaven, getting tapped by that charge JC. Arhkma putting MadeInHeaven in the corner with one touch left.
Yeah, moon drive on deck as well. Checkmate scenarios available to Arhkma, and just caught with the high-low.
Should be dead, yep.
The empty jump and a moon drive behind it if need be. Arhkma claws back a very, very close 2-1 over MadeInHeaven in the first round of Losers Top 8.
Very, very good stuff from Arhkma. I would just like to highlight something that I was noticing in that set. Ricefield, did you see how MadeInHeaven was playing those knockdown situations at the end? Very, very intelligent. The threat of Avalon being there helped so much. We saw in that interaction where Arhkma tried to jump over, make that plant whiff, and we just saw MadeInHeaven wait and then catch with JA.
2 hard baits in a row, matter of fact. But MadeInHeaven knowing that the threat is there. Sometimes less is more, right? Sometimes the thing is not as threatening as the presence of the thing, you know? And MadeInHeaven understood that very, very well, especially with that moon drive activation into the rising JA on the harder call out from Arhkma. Fantastic play, but Arhkma keeps it solid, plays that resource game. And so Arhkma is going to prevail nonetheless, but a very tight set regardless. And we're seeing Kizuna on a fantastic
took it 2-0
run.
over Senji.
Yeah,
Very good stuff.
we're seeing Kizuna